Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the campus of Langara College here, 49th Avenue in Vancouver. We are back again for another night of Langara basketball action in the PACWEST. It's a rematch tonight for both the men and the women as the Capilano Blues, crosstown rivals from North Vancouver, come to take on our Langara College Falcons. In the game yesterday, Capilano won by a score of 49-39. Langara got off to a tough start, getting down 10 right away. They actually got down by as much as 17, but they chipped away at it. They got it to within 4, but unfortunately not enough. Too little, too late, with a final score of 49-39 for the Blues. Yesterday for the Blues, Madeline Coffin had 14 points and Mia Parkin had 13. Hang on a minute. I'm not looking at the right sheet. I didn't think that sounded right. 49-39 was the score after 3 quarters. I'm not sure what happened to the final stat sheet. Anyway, you get the gist, except for the fact that I just screwed up the score and the scores. I'll see if I can find that one for you. All right, here comes the tip-off. Tip-off controlled by Langara as it's hit out of bounds. Of course, starting for Langara, we have number 8, Maddie Murray. We have number 10, Regan Bond. We have number 1, Queenie Salazar. Number 6, Alyssa Sunner. And last but not least, number 9, Caitlin Lafleur. First shot is up, no good. We got a tie-up. It's going to be a jump ball. Ball will go to the Blues. As you can see, Capilano in their traditional 2-3 zone that they like to play. They played it almost exclusively yesterday. The one nice thing about these back-to-backs for the players, but more so for the coaches, is you get a chance to look at the videotape, get a chance to go over your notes, and then hopefully make the adjustments you need to based on what you saw the night before, as number 3, Barcha Nizlova, right to the rack for a left-hand layup. You get the chance to make some adjustments and try some things. I always enjoyed it as a coach. There's a nice overload, wide open 3, and great rebound by Lafleur, and she gets fouled by Nizlova. One thing the Falcons did very well yesterday was they rebounded the ball well. You know, rebounding in the zone is not easy. You've got your players in your spots, and there just tends to be a habit by players. They just had to turn and look for the ball, and they're not always conscious of actually boxing anybody out. The Langara wing players, even though they're small, did a really good job of crashing the boards yesterday. And they're going to have to do that again unless Langara can finally get on track their three-point shooting game, which they have really struggled with for the entire season, as Lafleur makes 1 of 2. You know, that three-pointer they had there in the corner, I mean, it was a perfect set. They ran a cutter and an overload, and that couldn't have been more open. But, you know, you can run the greatest sets in the world, but if you don't knock open shots down, you're in trouble. Could be another tie-up here. No, Coffin keeps it, and she gets to the rack, and she's bumped by number 8, Maddie Murray. Oh, we'll have to say I'm a little more relaxed today. Yesterday, rushing through traffic from the North Shore was very stressful. I got here late. Today, I had a chance to sleep in, relax, watch some college football, and now I'm just sitting here ready to go with my Tim Hortons coffee. Now, by the way, it's a dark roast. Regular Tim Hortons coffee, with all due respect, it's like drinking hot water. It's not good. Not a big fan. But their dark roast has got enough of a boost in it. It's pretty good. So I got my Tim Hortons dark roast. Of course, I got a honey cruller and a double chocolate. The 2 best donuts they have on their menu are the honey cruller and the double chocolate. All right, ball's reversed around. High post cutter, wide open is Lafleur. She goes left, shot fakes, kicks it out. 3-ball again. It's long. Rebound taken down by Parkin. Gives it to Nizlova. Ball goes inside. Djordjevic kicks it back out. Fumbled there by Coffey. 8 seconds on the shot clock as Tomlinson's being hassled. Ball goes high post. Tough shot for Djordjevic. It hits nothing but backboard. And back come the Langara College Falcons. All right, Murray. Skip pass to Lafleur. In the corner to Paisley. Center cuts, not open. Paisley will try a three, and it's off. So Langara started the game with 3 threes, all pretty good shots, and have yet to knock one down. But they can't allow that to happen. They can't allow that to happen as in transition they just fell asleep and Parkin got a wide open layup. And I like this timeout call by Coach McGivory. He does not want to see happen today what happened yesterday when they got down 10 after one quarter. Score's now 6-1. And it's a bit frustrating for the Falcons, I can imagine, because they have had 3 pretty good looks at an open 3 and just can't knock it down. So I'm sure Coach McGivory is probably going to try to get them something here, maybe through that high post cut, maybe an overload again, and maybe try to get something at the rim. Even if they get that ball that high post and just turn and pivot, that puts so much pressure on the bottom of the zone is who's going to come up and take it. A lot of times that foul shot's wide open, and then if the middle man or woman in the zone comes up to take it, then you can set a cutter. So I think he's going to probably want to try to get something a bit more inside. Okay, there's that high post cut we were talking about. There it is, beautiful play, well drawn up, a great ATO there. High post cutter, fake, brought the defense up, dished it down low. Beautiful play by the Falcons, just what they needed, 6-3. Looking inside to Djordjevic, not there. Now she gets it on the drive, nice little easy bank shot, but she doesn't use the bank, makes it anyway. 8-3. Here comes Murray. Again, they're going to try to get that high post cutter. There it is. Oh, she's open. They didn't give it to her. Still there. Still open. Nope. Baseline. Corner. Shot fake. Mid-range. No good, the mid-range from Murray, but a nice rebound there by the Falcons. Left hand off the backboard. No good. 8-3 Blues. Tomlinson to Coffey. Nizlova. Corner kick, a wide open triple, and it down. Nice drive and kick there as Mia Parkin hits the corner 3. And that's the difference right now. Cap's taken 1 3 and hit it. Langara's taken 3 and not hit one. Now here's another wide open 3 in the corner, and a good answer back there. Just what the Falcons needed as Queenie Salazar hits the corner triple to match the one that was just hit by Cap U. Drive from the top, kick inside, good collapse there, and we're going to have a foul. That foul is going to be on Queenie Salazar. That's her first foul, and a second team foul for the Falcons. Baseline cutter off the inbounds, not open. Crossover dribble and kick. Back up top, wide open 3 for Tomlinson. Almost banked it home, but didn't go. Loose rebound collected by Regan Bond. Fast break, but threw it away. Bond thought that Salazar was cutting to the hoop, but she was not. She was going to the corner for 3, I think. So first turnover of the game. Tomlinson to Nizlova. Nizlova shot fake, reverses. Tomlinson reverses all the way around and then back the other side. Nice drive by Nizlova, and she gets blocked, I think, by Bond. Rebound, there's only 1 on the shot clock. Will they get a shot off? And they don't. Well, they do get the shot off, but it's an air ball, so that will be a shot clock violation. Sorry. I just drank a sip of coffee, and I gave that. Of course, I'm on the air, so I probably shouldn't be doing that. There's actually a famous episode of Seinfeld where Elaine was very irritated by somebody who would always do that. Stolden, second turnover in a row now, as ball was taken by Mia Parkin. And the Langara Falcons get it back with some quick hands. They got a 4-on-2. Queen, that's going to be a block. Oh, come on. What is going on this year with the referees calling everything a charge? I don't understand. She caught the ball. She came down with it. The defense was still moving and wasn't even square. It's too bad we don't have replays. I'm sure the refs would like replays too, because then when I complain about their calls and I'm wrong, they could remind me, as they frequently do, that I'm wrong. But I just don't see how that can be a charge. She barely had time to land on her feet, and the defensive player was clearly still moving. But this year, man, so many offensive fouls being called in the first few weeks of the PACWEST season. By the way, on that episode of Seinfeld where Elaine was upset about the after the coffee, I believe the person's name that bothered her about that might have been Remy. Anybody remember that episode? It was the Lopper episode, I believe. Anyway, never mind. I'm babbling. This is now the fourth week of action for the PACWEST. Langara has played every week. They have not had their bye yet. The women are sitting at 1-6. Bit of a rough start for them. They did get their first win last week against Camosun. Remember, each team in the PACWEST plays everybody 4 times, twice at home, twice away. And that's a travel. Yeah. Just careless with the ball. Not coming to a proper stop and dragging that back foot. So good break for Langara out of the timeout. All right, Salazar gives it to Sunner. Ball reverses. There's a baseline cutter. And there's that high post. They missed it again. Sunner. Salazar. Sunner. Going to have to shoot it. Travel. Well, the game started off with very few turnovers, and all of a sudden, the last few possessions, it's been a turnover festival. Okay, Tomlinson will start it at the top. Tomlinson gives it to the wing, and the turnover fest continues. Steal by Lafleur. She's going to try to get all the way to the rack, and the ball's hit out of bounds. It will remain Langara ball. Corner's open, and that that was, without question, one of the strangest things I've ever seen. Oh my goodness. Wide open layup. Parkin blows the wide open layup. Lafleur, a little bit of contact, no call. She gets her rebound back, though. Good hustle. Lafleur gets it back in the corner, fakes a 3, now shoots a 3. No good. Going to try to tie her up, and that's that 90-foot foul that you really don't want them committing. It's going to be on Regan Bond. The play down there, the last time, the Langara player caught it off the inbounds and reversed it right away and didn't realize that she was reversing it to a Capilano player. And Tomlinson, it almost hit her in the face because she wasn't ready for it, because Langara team literally passed it right to her. Coffin, shot fake, drive right. She loves to go right. Tomlinson takes the high screen. Nothing there, but kicks to the corner. And that shot is long, but a nice crash of the boards. Great crash of the boards there. That's a travel. But a great crash of the boards by Parkin. And then, unfortunately, as Nizlova was driving to the hoop, she got her feet tangled up and turned the ball over. You see now also for the Blues that Chason has checked into the game. Chason had a great game yesterday, especially with her defensive pressure. A little jump stop into a left-hand hook. Nice control there. Nice play by Regan Bond. 11-8. Oh, almost a turnover there by Parkin. And there it is. And Langara's pressure defense seems to be a nice jump stop there and a good finish by Lafleur. Good job by Langara getting their hands in the passing lanes, trying to create scoring opportunities. They struggle a bit offensively, so the more they can create with their defense, the better for them. All right, there's a screen on the wing. Nothing there, and that's deflected again and almost taken away by Lafleur. Nice active hands by these Falcons. As now subbing into the game is Mia Parkin. She's going to be checking Coffee. I called her coffee before. Well, it's because I'm having this coffee right now. My apologies, Maddie. My apologies. Tough shot. It does get the rim, though, so the shot clock resets. But the board's taken in stride by Bond, and she's going to try to go coast to coast, and she draws the contact. Well, a nice little run here in the last 3 minutes by the Falcons after being down 6-1 and 11-5. They have a chance to actually get the lead here for the first time tonight. And the free throw in and out again. Free throw shooting has been something that Langara, shooting overall has been a Langara struggle, but free throw shooting in particular has not been great for them this season. Referees just fixing the fouls, as they had 5 fouls on Cap and 1 on Langara, and it should be 4 fouls on Cap and 2 on Langara. So veteran official Dave Seaweed getting it straightened out. Actually, no, I guess it will be 5 on. No, it's 4. They got it. And both free throws are missed, so Langara had a chance to get the lead, but they didn't get it. Okay, Coffin with the ball. Coffin hands it off to Nizlova. Little hesitation dribble, pull up from just under the foul line, back rim, good box out by the Falcons. Lafleur is only 5'7", but boy, does she do a good job on the boards. A wide open 3 now for, oh man. Went around the rim and out, unlucky there, as I thought Paisley had knocked it down. Langara switching on those screens. Anytime there's a guard-to-guard screen, they're just switching every time. Parkin up, no good. Good box up by the Falcons, and there it is. Who else but Lafleur again. And there's a travel. Parkin gives it to Coffin. Coffin thought about the short baseline jumper. Comes the jump stop. Oh, might have dragged that back foot. Ball is deflected out of bounds by Paisley. 14 on the shot clock for Cap U. Little lob pass inbounded to Djordjevic. She drives. Another little short jumper. This time, Parkin makes no mistake and knocks it down. 13-10. High post entry, looks to the low, skips it back to the wing, back to the high post. She's going to drive it and going to finish inside, and I love this high post attack. The more times the ball is touched at the high post, the better results for Langara. Nizlova at the top, looking for a wing opening. There it is to Parkin. Parkin drives, nice little dish, reverse layup, no good, overshot it. Was Djordjevic, and Chason with the rebound. Going to settle it down, go to the wing. Cuts through to the corner, there's that overload. There's the high post cutter, open again. Little step and a half move there, but too strong with the left hand was Rokosh. 7 seconds to go. Cap is going to screen, try to get a shot off, and they turn it over. And there's 1.2 seconds to go. Going to be pretty tough for Langara to get a shot off here. They want to throw it. They just get inbound it. They're just going to inbound it and end the quarter. Okay, well, a pretty even first quarter. A low scoring once again, but there you have it. Capilano University Blues 13. Langara College Falcons 12. Now, you might have heard me mention before, number 1 for Cap U, fourth-year guard Lauren Tomlinson. Well, her father, Ross Tomlinson, is one of the assistant coaches here for Douglas, and I can tell you that me and Ross go back a very, very long ways. When I first started coaching in my early 20s, when I was at McGee, coaching the senior squad there, Ross was coaching a Lower Mainland powerhouse program at Burnaby Central, the Wildcats, and we had many battles over the years. After coaching at Burnaby Central, Ross moved on to be an assistant coach with Hall of Fame and legendary coach Bruce Enns at UBC. And he also then went to work in the elite program, elite boys program for Basketball BC, and that's where me and him really were able to get to know each other well, because I have coached many a provincial team over the years. I think probably at least a dozen at this point, and always enjoyed that work. So nice to see Ross back on the bench again, assisting up at Cap U, assisting head coach Chris Weimer. And nice to be able to watch his daughter play. Okay, it's going to be Langara's ball as they won the tip, but there was a jump ball called in that first quarter. How many of you remember the jump ball? I know for most young people today, the jump ball is pretty much non-existent. They don't even know what a jump ball is because all they've ever known is alternating possession. But back in the old days, it used to be a jump ball. When you tied somebody up, those two players, just like you see in the NBA, they're the only league that I know of that kept the jump ball. Those two players and have a jump ball. It was actually kind of fun because you could do a lot of strategizing around the jump ball situation. Could have jump ball set. Oh, nice back door. Oh, unfortunately, oh no, he got the roll. She got the roll. I thought Rokosh had overshot it, but a beautiful back door to a layup. And now Langara with the lead, and it looked to me like Cap U actually switched up and went man-to-man on that possession. I was too busy babbling on about the jump ball. Coffin drives right. It's the only direction she's going to go in. Nice rebound there by Sunner, and she's going to go coast to coast. Can't finish. Rebounded by Djordjevic, and then the ball bounces back to Parkin, who gives it to Tew. Down screen for Nizlova. Ball screen, not there. And Coffin long on the three ball. A good box out again by Langara. And here comes Chasson. Reverses it. And yeah, Cap U is definitely playing man-to-man right now. Little drive, spin, a little bit out of control there by Rokosh, but a nice aggressive drive. Coast to coast for number 15, but good rebound. Sorry, Coffin went coast to coast, but the rebound was picked up nicely by Parkin, and she puts it back in. Now that's a rare call that you do not see called almost ever, but that was a carrying call, which is when the offensive player dribbling it rolls their hand completely under the ball and then back on top, gaining a huge advantage. Truthfully, I mean, especially in the guys' game, that is just par for the course. It's done all the time. It's just not a call you see very often, but obviously referee Seaweed felt that Chasson had gained a pretty significant advantage by going underneath it. All right, the ball goes to the wing to Paisley. She drives middle, kicks it, open three. No good, long. Good hustle by Chasson, couldn't quite get it, but great hustle. It's a 4-on-3 now for Cap. Corner, Coffin drives, and she gets right to the hoop and almost finishes the and one. Will be the first foul of the second quarter, and that's going to be on Sunner. I think that's her first, team foul number 1. All right, I got some stats here for you. In that first quarter, leading scorer, just like yesterday, Mia Parkin, 7 points. And then a trio. Oh, no, we got a couple with 3. A trio of players with 2. Nizlova, Djordjevic, and Coffin. For the Falcons, with 3 points, Salazar, and also with 3 points, Lafleur. And there's an offensive rebound off the free throw miss. And that's going to be a jump ball. That'll go to Capilano. Langara shooting 33.3% in that first quarter. Only 16% from 3, 1 for 6. But again, I mean, only 4 free throws, but 1 for 4 ain't going to get it done. 25%. For the Blues, they shot 35.7%. 33.3 from 3, going 1 for 3, as Coffin hits the mid-range. And they were 100% from the line, 2 for 2. Rebounding was pretty even. Langara led 10-9. And turnovers for Langara with 5, and for Cap U with 7. All right, Nicholson has now checked into the game. She set a great screen for Chiasson. Chiasson with a tough shot inside. Nice rebound there, put on the floor. And that's going to be another jump ball, which will go back to Langara. Now, I don't know if that rebound hit the rim. See if the referees pick up on that. I don't believe that shot hit the rim, so I don't think there should be a new 24. As I peek down here, yep. Oh, not only is it not a new 24, it's 1 second. So this is a catch and shoot. They got to catch and shoot. Can't mess around with it. And you got to shoot it. She got it off, and it's an air ball. And so that should be a shot clock violation. Not sure. I think what happened was the scorekeepers actually reset the clock when she shot it, which they should not have done, because they're not supposed to reset it until it hits the rim. The referee was just reminding them of that. Parkin to Coffin. Oh, nice little handoff, and she's going to get a wide open lefty layup. Nice little sort of give and go there. High post to the handoff for the layup. And Langara got caught. Oh, there's Nicholson getting deep position. She goes to turn inside, but a great double from Nizlova, and Nizlova blocked it out of bounds. Chiasson will come out, and Bond will come back in. Bit of a bigger lineup here for the Falcons. Nicholson's going to come to the corner. She'll get it. Keeps it above her head. Gives it out to Bond. Bond skips it to Paisley. Back at the top to Bond. Bond's going to drive left, spin back left, and then go left. So she actually drove left, gave a little shimmy like she was coming back to her right, and then continued left. But she picked up her pivot foot when she did it, and thus that is a traveling violation, which is a turnover. Okay, Tomlinson gives it back to Parkin. Tomlinson gets it back again, now back to Parkin. High post, they're going to try that same handoff, not this time. 3 is up by Tomlinson, and it's good. And after getting that 1-point lead, 14-13, it's been a 9-0 run. And it looks like this man-to-man defense is actually giving the Falcons more problems than the zone defense was. Nice backdoor, but a bad pass. And that's another turnover. And I'm wondering if Coach McGivery might think about a timeout here, as several turnovers by the Falcons to start this quarter, and a 9-0 run right now for the Lady Blues. Ball is reversed to Tui. Oh, that was very close to an over and back. Coffin goes backdoor to Parkin. Nice left hand, but can't finish. Well defended by the Langara College. Lafleur gives it to a baseline spinning. Nice move from Bond, but she couldn't finish at the rim. Langara really struggling on offense to start this quarter. They've only scored 2 points. Coffin hands it off to Tiu. Tiu looks to drive. Coffin's posting up. She's been guarded inside. She's in the key a long time, and there it is. Yes! Another 3-second call. Happy to see that, because I do think it's a lost art. Officials don't like calling it, but, you know, there's a reason for it, right? Bigger players can get a huge advantage if they're allowed to stay in there all day. So 3 in the key. Turnover. Blues. Okay, on the wing. is Joe Hall. She cuts through the key, not open. Ball's reversed to Lafleur. Again, Langara just looking a little out of sorts here. Oh, nice deep position there. And it's going to be another 3-second call. Nicholson had very good deep position, but the Falcons did not get it to her on time. And as a result, it's a 3-second call. Coffin to Tomlinson. To Tiu. Kim Tiu gives it back to Coffin. Coffin's going to go, and that's a travel. Great defense by Nicholson. She anticipated her going right, which, as we know, is the way Coffin likes to go. She just stood there, and Coffin ran into her and traveled. Nice defense there by Isabel Nicholson, the second-year forward out of Langley Secondary in beautiful Langley, British Columbia, home of the BC High School Boys and Girls Championships at the LEC. I know they're not till March, but I'm already excited about them. All right, once again, Langara only scored one. Oh, there's the back door. Beautiful. They finally set it up, and the spacing was really good that time. Nice pass fake, a nice hard cut. That was textbook back door, and Cap loses their focus, and ball just goes right through Kim Tui's hands and out of bounds. All right, subbing into the game is Brooklyn Kim, 6'6" forward in her first year at a G.W. Graham in Chilliwack, and now they're back in their zone. Now they got the big player back in the game with Brooklyn, taking up space in the middle. Gonna let her stay there in the zone. Smart move. When you've got taller players, you want to be able to keep them out of foul trouble and keep them in the middle of the paint to clog it up, and that's what that zone will do. Tomlinson, no good on the three. Good rebound there from Kim. Ball goes to the top to Nizlova. Nizlova drives, kicks to Coffin. Coffin shot fake, goes right, and bit of a touch foul there. That was not much contact. Only 3 on the shot clock. But the referee felt there was enough contact to warrant a call. And that foul is the second on number 10, Regan Bond. Coffin in the corner. Three-pointer, that was well challenged, but she nothing but net for Nizlova on a challenge three. The ball goes low post, it skipped to the opposite side, shot fake, drive, and there's what we talked about. As Brooklyn Kim came over to challenge that shot and got a piece of it, but the referee also felt she got a piece of the arm, so that's going to be 2 free throws for Lafleur. Lafleur continuing to struggle from the line. She's now 0 for 3. And 0 for 4, but a great rebound there. Oh, in and out. 2 great rebounds there by Sunner, but she couldn't put either of them back in. As Nizlova's going to drive, uncontested and fouled. Smart play by Nizlova. The Blues were all on the right side of the floor, and she recognized that and had a smaller player on her who was backpedaling, and so she just put it on the floor with her left hand and went to the hoop and drew the foul. First one's no good. Second one also in and out. Good break there for the Falcons. Rebounded by Sunner. Salazar with the ball. And, of course, Cap's been back in their zone. Ball goes to the corner. Going to go inside. And again, you see the effect of the 6'6". Kim, as that forced a turnover, a travel. Trying to shoot over top of her was Murray. 3 ball by Coffin, no good. And the rebound goes out of bounds. Langara ball. So far in this quarter, it's been all Blues, as they are on a 12-4 run in this quarter. Langara really having trouble getting on track offensively here. I think, again, I'd like to see them go back to that high post, because if they do that, that's going to make Kim's going to have to come up and guard it, which is going to give opportunities for the Langara players to cut in down low like they did that last time on the high-low. There's a nice baseline drift pass to Lafleur, back to center. High post entry. Corner, chase on for 3. Front rim, but good rebound by Lafleur. She sure does a good job on the boards. Chason drives middle, she travels. And after avoiding turnovers in the first quarter with only 5, Langara with a bushel full of turnovers. Ooh, that's a good word, bushel full. What's a bushel? How many would a bushel be? I'm going to have to look that up. I'm very curious. And we have another carrying call, this time by Tomlinson, as she brought her hand under the ball. Shot fake by Joe Hall. Baseline drive by Chason, looking for some. There's a nice cut, but the ball went right through Joe Hall's hands. And another turnover. Tomlinson's going to go left, and that's a bumping foul by Joe Hall. Going to give 2 shots for Lauren Tomlinson. 4th-year guard out of Port Moody, BC, Heritage Woods, secondary Heritage Woods, the Kodiaks. And missed free throw, but the ball is hit out of bounds by Sunner. It'll return to the Blues, and Coach McGivery had enough. He's going to take a timeout. Well, a good quarter here for the Lady Blues, as they have outscored the Falcons 13-4. Langara really struggling at the offensive end of the floor. I mean, now that Cap's back in their zone, really like to see them try to exploit that high post. But at the same time, when they run their overload, which is also good action, they got to be able to knock down a 3. I mean, they were, in the first quarter, they were 1 for 6. I don't believe they've hit any in this quarter, so they're probably about 1 for 12 right now, which is 8.5%. That's right, 1 for 12 is about 8.5%. How would I know that? Well, I'm very good at math. Had a great math teacher in elementary school, Mr. Bosman, Scottish man, a great math teacher. We used to have these math competitions in class where you'd have to figure out things quickly, and I was very competitive even when I was in grade 6. And I always wanted to win the math contests. All right, they're looking to go inside. Drive there by Parkin. Now Tomlinson's going to go middle. She's going to kick. And the 3 is up, and it's long. It looked good, but it was long. And a rebound is cleared by Lafleur. All right, there's Lafleur at the high post. They got to turn and shoot. All right, she drives instead and kicks to the baseline, and Murray can't complete that baseline jumper. Kim is not even challenging that high post. Just turn and shoot it. It's a 12-footer. Okay, Tomlinson going to get a screen. Doesn't use it. Drives middle. Kicks to Coffin. Coffin goes back to her right. Tough shot. Gets the roll. No, doesn't get the roll. Rebounded by Sunner. Sunner ahead to Lafleur. Lafleur to Joe Hall. Joe Hall shot fakes back to Lafleur. Cutter goes through. There's a second cutter. Chason. 10 on the shot clock. Baseline. And no foul there. Looked like it might have been, but the ball's deflected on the outlet pass, and Langara gets it back, but then dribble it out of bounds. So a steal on the outlet pass by Langara, but then they turned it over right away, dribbling it out of bounds. 39.1 seconds to go here. A rough offensive quarter for the Falcons. I mean, defensively, they've been fine, but offensively, they are struggling. Coffin drives right, kicks it out to Tomlinson, reverses it back to Nizlova, inside to Kim. Kim, one dribble and a turn, and that basket is no good. I believe we have another 3-second call. This, by the way, is a record. This is a record. This is 3-3-second calls in one game. Sometimes you don't see 3-3-second calls in like a dozen games. But I'm not complaining because it is the correct call. All right, ball is going to go inside to Nicholson. She's going to turn, and she traveled. I didn't see that from here, but I guess when she went to dribble it, she must have picked up both pivot feet. And now with 9.3 seconds left, Coach Weimer is going to take a timeout and draw something up here for his Blues. See if they can extend the lead from 10 to either 12 or 13. 26-16, 9.3 seconds left, and the Falcons do not have a foul to give. They've committed 4, so if they foul, it'll be 2 free throws for Capilano. Don't forget, after this game, we have our men's rematch, as same 2 teams will be battling it out. Of course, right now in the men's standing, something going on that's kind of weird. You don't see that often. There are 3 undefeated teams. Now, I haven't checked this afternoon's scores, so I don't know who won between VIU and Douglas and Camosun and CBC. My guess would be that VIU and Camosun both won. That would put them at 6-0. And right now, Cap is 5-0. So if Cap pulls out the victory in the men's game, then they'll go to 6-0. There'll be 3 undefeated teams. In the women right now, I believe Cap only has 1 loss. And Langara is sitting at 1 win and 6 losses. Okay, they're going to pick up full court. Smart move, make him take some time off the clock, but don't foul. Good job by Chason, but she gets around her. Here comes Park, and she's just going to keep it. No. Deep 2 from Kim, back rim, no good. There's the rebound, and the first half is in the books. A 13-4 second quarter gives the Capilano Blues a 26-16 lead. All right, we got a 15-minute halftime. So take a stretch, relax, maybe check out some U-Sport games. And I will be back in about 12 minutes with your first half stats. All right, everybody, and welcome back to Langara College. PACWEST women's basketball action with the visiting Capilano Blues 26, the home team Langara Falcons 16. Here are your halftime stats, brought to you by Popeye's Chicken. That's right, Popeye's Chicken. If there's anybody out there that has any influence over Popeye's Chicken, tell them that they are our stats sponsor and to give me free Popeyes. 11 points, Mia Parkin, leading scorer for the Blues. 5 points for Nizlova and 4 points for Tomlinson. Again, not much scoring. As a matter of fact, as I look down the score sheet here for the Falcons, only one player has more than one basket. That's Amy Rokosh, who's the leading scorer with 4 points. Rebounds are even at 20-20. Turnovers, tough quarter for the Falcons. Is they had 11 turnovers in that quarter. They have now a total of 16. 13 turnovers for the Blues. But Langara starts off by getting it back off of a turnover, just what they needed. And they'll see what they can do offensively. They struggled mightily to score in that second quarter. Drive left down the middle. She's going to spin back. No, she fakes the spin back, kicks it out. There's a 3-ball, almost banked in. And who gets a rebound? None other than Lafleur. Lafleur's open in the corner, wide open 3, no good. And the shooting woes struggle continues. Okay, I'm not sure what that whistle was for. Oh, maybe, just a spot on the floor they're going to clean up. Wet spot, make sure everybody's safe. Full court pressure here from the Falcons. Parkin brings it up, gives it to Tomlinson. A lot of contact there, but no call as Parkin loses the ball on her drive to the hoop. And Capilano got lost in transition, and that led to a wide open layup for Langara as Tomlinson takes the bump. Smart play there by Tomlinson. She saw that Regan Bond was not set, and she drove into her to get the contact. Oh, no, sorry, check that. That was Cadence Crane that committed that foul. 2 shots for Lauren Tomlinson. Rims out. Second one, it is a swish. Salazar. And Cap once again started this quarter in man-to-man. I imagine they'll go to their zone, but we'll see. See, now I don't think that's a very good call at all, and I'll tell you why. There was no contact there. There was no contact. I watched the whole play. Crane was at the high post. The Capilano player cut around her and fell down. And I don't think in any way did Crane help her fall down. I think she fell down all on her own. Sometimes when a player goes down, the refs want to make a call, but just because a player goes down doesn't mean that there's contact. That time, however, Queenie Salazar, driving middle, picked up her pivot feet and traveled. And, Langara, after getting 11 turnovers, you just can't win if you turn the ball over that much. You can't. Just gives so many options for the opposing team. And you see there that Regan Bond tried to go straight up and be vertical, but she got there late. And so, therefore, it is a bump on the body of Djordjevic. Good call. 2 free throws. And that, by the way, now, that's 3 fouls already for Langara. 3 fouls in less than 2 minutes. Score 27-18. Both free throws are no good. Good box out on the shooter. Good box out on the shooter there by Lafleur. But then we have a foul on who? Okay. Poor Cadence Crane just not getting many breaks here. Called a foul on her on the inside. And I'm going to be critical of that foul too, and I'll tell you why in a minute. We'll let this play develop here as Coffin goes right, and she travels. Good call by the ref there. So the rebound was a big rebound. It came over everybody's head and went right back to the shooter where Lafleur was boxing out. What happened on the inside had absolutely zero play. Like neither of those players, all four of those players in the first block, had no opportunity at getting that ball. I don't think you call that foul. I just don't. No advantage. All right, baseline drive. Kicks it back out. Ball's reversed. Shot fake and drive, and that's a bump. That's going to be a foul. Yep. Good job there by Amy Rokosh. Shot fake and drive. Tomlinson tried to help, couldn't get there in time. Blocking foul. 2 free throws for Rokosh. As another missed free throw. By the way, looking at the shooting stats, pretty dismal. Let's see. So for the game, 33.3% for Capilano, 30% from 3 of 10 shooting, and free throw shooting, 37.5 as Lafleur gets a steal, and then there's a quick foul on Djordjevic. However, Langara's shooting even worse, 25.9% shooting from the field, 12.5% on 1 of 8 from 3, 16.7% from the line, 1 for 6, and they just missed 2 there. They're now 1 for 8. And as we all know, as I taught you earlier with my amazing math, 1 for 8 is 12.5%. Traveling violation. Turnovers are mounting for the Falcons. This is something that has been an issue for them all year long. And in that second quarter and now here at the start of this quarter, it is continuing. Now, it's interesting. They've only been outscored. They've actually outscored Cap 2-1. So, you know, as long as they keep playing this tough defense, then they got a shot to stay in the game. Almost traveled by Djordjevic, not quite. Nizlova, foul shot, off the mark, rebounded Nicholson. Ball's forwarded to Lafleur. Lafleur looks to probe the defense, brings it back out. Screen from Nicholson. She's going to go right back, and she's going to go through. And what are we going to have? Oh, big surprise, another charge call. Seems that all you got to do is fall down, and you're going to get a charge call. That's going to be the second foul on Lafleur. Tomlinson, after taking the charge, will sub out. Coming in is Kim Tiu. Tiu being pressured. Here comes Parkin. Hands it off to Coffin. Did it again. Drive by Djordjevic. Three-pointer no good. And rebound by Lafleur. Man, can she rebound. Sunner, shot fake, drive. Help side gets there to block it. And loose ball on the floor. It's going to be a jump ball, I think. No, it's going to be a foul. Yeah, it's going to be a foul. Good hustle by the Falcons there, but what happened was Sunner, I believe, kind of dove on top and got the body before she could tie up. So that's going to be a loose ball foul. But as I mentioned with those early foul calls on Langara, it's now the penalty. And for 6 minutes and 14 seconds, Capilano's getting free throws. First one is no good, and the terrible free throw shooting continues from both teams. And no good on the second one, but a big rebound is chased down by Coffin. So Langara with an opportunity there and can't take advantage because of the rebound. A great steal there by Salazar. And she's going to try to go all the way. A nice pass and nice jump stop off 2 feet and a good finish from Lafleur. Coffin to hit Nizlova. Nizlova to Djordjevic. Coffin. Parkin. Skip pass. 8 on the shot clock. There's an open three. It's up, and it is swish. Big hit from Mia Parkin late in the shot clock on a nice drive and kick. 30-20, still at 10. Ball goes to Nicholson at the top of the key. Gives it to Rokosh. There's a curl by Salazar. She gets to the hoop, draws contact. Foul is on Djordjevic. That's her third. Check that. I haven't put it up yet. That's the third team foul, and that is her second foul. As coming back into the game is Brooklyn Kim, the 6'6" product out of G.W. Graham Secondary School. Hey, made free throw by Salazar. Now, I would expect now with Kim back in the game that I think we're going to see Capilano go back to the 2-3 zone. Second one is good. 2 free throws made. That is a plus for the Falcons. I haven't done that often this year. Ball is thrown over the top to Djordjevic. And she turns it over with a bad pass, but good hustle there by Parkin to get it back. Coffin goes right. Looking inside to Kim, not open. Oh, nice spin dribble. Parkin went right, she came back left, and the weak side help could not get there in time. And Parkin finishes at the hoop with an easy left-hand layup. Parkin, leading scorer in this game, I think got 15 now. Shot fake by Sunner, drive, kicks it, wide open three in the corner, but can't make it. However, good hustle by Sunner for the rebound. Rokosh to Sunner. They're going to go inside to Nicholson. She's going to go right, jump hook. She loves that move. Couldn't finish it. Kim rips down the board. All right, the ball goes to Parkin. Parkin's been giving the Falcons a lot of trouble. See if they're going to get it clear out for her again. And she gets another layup. Easy basketball. Clear out the left side because Parkin loves to go left and let her do her work. And that's what she's done the last 2 times. 34-22 now for the Blues. Sunner for 3. That's going to be off. Way off. Good rebound by Nicholson. She kicks it back out. A wide open 3. No good. And that's going to be just such a not a smart foul. They got to stop committing those fouls because Capilano's got a clean 2-hand rebound. They're not going to get it. They try to reach in. That's going to be the 3rd foul on Lafleur. And it's 2 free throws. Just easy points for the Blues. As the 3-point shooting woes just, I'm sure Coach McGillivray must wake up in the night with the nightmare sweats at his team's inability to knock down open shots. Because I tell you what, the Lady Falcons can play defense. They really can. They're scrappy. They work super hard. They can pressure the ball. You know, they rebound well for a small team. Like, you know, they can defend, but offense is just such a disaster for them. Okay, and as I knew, Cap back in their zone. Going to go inside to Maddie Murray, being guarded by Kim. Skip pass. Rokosh might have got away with the travel. Terrible shot. 2 on the shot clock. 1, they got a foul with 1 on the shot clock. So again, good scrappy rebounding by Murray. And she got the foul on Kim. Langara is now down 14, and this is kind of dangerous territory. First free throw is good. Now, I know you're saying, well, they're only down 13. There's still 3.5 minutes to go in this quarter, and, you know, there's going to be another 10 minutes. That's lots of time. Well, it isn't. Because of the low-scoring nature of this game, and that's a technical foul on Weimer. And that's his second technical foul in a row. He got one yesterday, too. He's got his arms out. He's not sure why. Was it Weimer or was it somebody on the bench? Not sure. Let's see. He's asking for an explanation, and Roland's going to come over and try to explain it to him. Okay, so I don't know if it was directly on Weimer or on the bench. Not sure. But he did get an explanation. So the free throw is good. Now what will happen is the ball will go back to Capilano. Capilano ball. Because the rules now, FIBA rules now are whoever had the ball at the time of the call gets the ball back. And they'll remain with 21 seconds on the shot clock. All right. Ball is inbounded to Tui. She goes inside to Kim, but it's deflected out of bounds by Murray. Maddie Murray, 5'10", third-year forward from just down the road, Churchill Secondary, the mighty Bulldogs. Kim, she's going to try a little mid-range jumper. It's good, nothing but net. And now there's going to be a foul on Langara. Oh, this is a disaster for Langara. You don't see this very often. The foul is going to be on Rokosh. So what happened was as the shot went up, Rokosh was fighting for rebounding position and fouled Nizlova. And so because the shot was already up, the basket counts. And because, as we've already talked about, Langara's in bonus, then they get 2 shots. So they get a chance for a 4-point possession, completely wiping out the one kind of point that Langara got off the technical. Again, I wasn't looking under the hoop. I didn't see that foul. You don't see it very often. A lot of times you'll see officials kind of with a patient whistle. And if the ball goes in, if the contact was not that great, they won't call it. So I didn't see the contact, but I'm assuming it must have been pretty significant for them to call it. Okay, Langara a little bit out of position here. They're trying to find an open player. Skip pass. Drive by Salazar, nothing there. It's back out center. Chason's going to have to let it go, and it's blocked. A very athletic block by Nizlova. And Tui finishes with the left hand at the other end. A great sequence of events for Capilano. A very athletic block there, and a perfectly executed 2-on-1 as Tui hits the tough left hand. And that now, after the technical, that is now a 6-0 run, that 4-point possession and a layup off the block shot. 17-point lead now with 2:41 to go. I can go back to my discussion about why it's going to be next to impossible for Langara. And I'm not trying to, say they're not going to work hard and they're not going to try to come back. But if you take a look at their scoring, they scored 12 points in the first quarter, 4 in the second. So they're averaging 8 points a quarter. Now, right now in this quarter, they've done a bit better. They've got 9. So let's say with 2:41 to go, they're on target for maybe 12 or 13. Let's say they get 13. Okay, so that's 12, 4, and 13. That's 29. Again, outstanding math. 29, okay? So 29 points over 3 quarters. What's that? Well, it's not even 10 points a quarter. So if they keep with that average, that means they're going to maybe get 10 in the fourth quarter. So that's going to put them at 38 or 39. That's not even going to get them to the 42 that Cap has. Now, of course, they could go on a run and they could force some turnovers, but it's just not likely to happen in this style of game, and it's just not kind of part of their DNA. Like, they're not a good three-point shooting team. So, it'll be interesting to see. We'll see if the 42 points that Cap has right now, if Langara can even get to 42. Hey, I hope they can, man. I hope they make it interesting and get a run going. But, logic would tell you, math would tell you it's not likely. However, Chason does knock down both free throws, 42-27. Left-hand drive, good help there, and that's going to be a block. Now, isn't that interesting that finally we have a blocking call? I do agree with that call, by the way. She didn't get there in time, then she was well inside the circle. So that was the correct call, but it's seen so few of those. I don't know. I have to admit, too, I'm a little bit biased. I think that shooters and scorers need to be protected. If you're going to the hoop, right, and you need to be protected, and that player better be there and better be there on time, and there better not be any flopping. Oh, gets her own rebound, and that's a disaster as Nizlova Chason didn't hold the box out, and Islova went around her. So that's another, in effect, easy basket off an offensive rebound off a free throw. Chason, there's the high post. There we go, wide open. Why dribble it? Just shoot it. 3, way off the mark. Rebound, Kim. Tomlinson gives it up to, sorry, I couldn't see the number there, my fault. Nice little shot fake by Tui. Ball goes out of bounds off Langara. Well, that was Parkin on the far side that drove and made that pass. Coffin subbing into the game for Parkin. Well, Kim has hit that shot before. He's long on it that time. Good rebound there, and we're going to have a tie-up jump ball, and that's going to go to Langara. Inside to Murray, skip pass, a wide open 3, yes! Inside out basketball there by the Falcons. As Paisley knocks down the open 3, can Tomlinson answer? And she does. Such a backbreaker. Langara with the rare 3 ball, and then for Tomlinson just to come back and answer in the next 5-6 seconds. That's a backbreaker for the Falcons. Ball's deflected out of bounds, goes to Langara as Salazar subs out and Joe Hall subs in. Ariat Joe Hall, first-year player, 5'6" guard out of Richmond, BC, Steveston London Secondary School. That's right, the Steveston London Sharks. By the way, I got being a longtime Richmond coach at McNair and R.C. Palmer and briefly at Burnett when it was a junior high. Joe Hall, no good. Steveston were the Packers. Now that made sense because they're right by the water there, right by the Steveston Packers. So when Steveston London came together, why wouldn't you just stay the Packers? Why would you call yourself the Sharks? There's no Sharks anywhere in Richmond. Except at the casino where there's some card sharks, of which I might be one. But regardless, there are no Sharks in Richmond. So they should have kept the name Packers. It makes no sense. Turnover by the Blues. Chason. Paisley. Center. Chason. 5 on the shot clock. Center's going to have to try a tough baseline runner. Front rim. Where's the rebound? Loose ball. Why is the whistle blowing? The ball hit the rim. The whistle should not have blown. Yep, referee Seaweed with an error there. Should not have blown the whistle. Langara had possession of the ball. They should keep it. Yep. It was an inadvertent whistle because the buzzer went, but it was not a shot clock violation. It should be Langara ball. Because the Langara player cleanly had the rebound. So they got it right. Langara ball. Okay, they got 2 seconds to try to get a shot off. Oh my goodness, that's going to be tough. Oh, you got to be aware. Paisley didn't realize it and dribbled it and passed it instead of shooting it. So another good quarter for the Blues, the Lady Blues. That quarter outscoring Langara 21-14. Now 14 is the most points that Langara scored in any quarter, but unfortunately they gave up 21. So they're in a deep hole here, 47-30. Again, I think them getting to 47 is unlikely to happen, but they might. However, the pressure on them defensively to almost keep Cap from scoring at all is going to be pretty tough. Let me give you an update from around the PACWEST, as both games were afternoon games. Of course, when the island teams play on Saturday, they always play early games so people can catch ferries, etc. And we had an upset today. we had an upset in women's basketball as the top seed. I might be the top seed in the country. I'm not sure. I haven't checked the CCA rankings, but I know VIU is right up there. And they lost today to Douglas College. Douglas beat them with an 80-72 victory. That's a huge upset for the Royals over the Mariners. In the other game, I was close as well, but CBC pulled off the road win against Camosun, 67-61. So now we take a look at the standings for the women's basketball. And you have, oh, by the way, just last week, I'm just checking the site here, Player of the Week was none other than Capilano's own Maddie Coffin. Capilano could be in the running for another Player of the Week because it looks like they're going to win both games, and Mia Parkin, I'm sure, will be under consideration. Anyway, the standings now are VIU 5-1, CBC and Douglas tied at 5-3, Capilano at 4-1, Camosun at 2-4, and Okanagan and Langara rounding it out at 1-5. Oh, sorry, Langara is 1-6 right now, soon to be 1-7. And count the basket. Maybe I'm calling it a little early as Lafleur takes the bump from Coffin and finishes it. Has an opportunity at a three-point play. And Lafleur can't complete the free throw. (47-32). And we're going to have an offensive foul. That's a moving screen by Coffin. Okay, and your end of third quarter stats, 47-30 for the Blues. The Blues are now out rebounding the Falcons 22-17. They've upped their shooting percentage to 40.5% and certainly a respectable 35.7 from three as they're 5 for 14 from three. Nicholson just picks up the three in the key call. For those of you keeping track, that's 4-3 in the key calls already. A record-breaking three in the key night. And again, nobody in double digits for Langara, which isn't surprising. They haven't scored much, but they always have balanced scoring. You got Salazar, Murray, Lafleur, all with 5, Bond with 4. Turnovers, 18 for the Falcons, so they certainly cut way back on their turnovers in that quarter, and it shows because it was their highest scoring quarter. And 19 for Capilano. Shooting percentages have not gotten a lot better for Langara as we have another foul on Cap. They're shooting 23.8% from the field, 10 for 42, and a dismal 11.8% on threes, 2 for 17. Also, their free throw shooting continues to be around 50%. It's 53%, and Cap not much better at 40%. Okay, 47-32, 8 minutes, 39 seconds to go. As we mentioned, Langara's going to have to almost give up no points. Oh, nice play there, Chason. Like to see her use the left hand there, but she made a nice move, got inside past Kim, and got fouled. And certainly, it's a good start for the Falcons. Even though they've only scored 2 points thus far, they kept Capilano from scoring, but Capilano now has 4 fouls, so that's good, obviously, for a number of reasons. Certainly it's good because every foul, that means Langara is shooting, but beyond that, that also means the clock stopped, and when you're down this many points, the more the clock stops for you, and the more you can score while the clock stops, the better. So they need to be hyper-aggressive and go to the hoop as much as possible here to try and take advantage of this bonus situation. All right, I can't resist. Gotta have a bite of this double chocolate. Solid. No, I have to admit, again, I'm not a huge Tim Hortons guy. Their donuts are okay. You want a good donut? Lee's Donuts, Granville Island. Awesome. And Harmony Donuts in North Vancouver are probably my favorite. Outstanding donuts. If you're a donut fan, that's where you need to go. Chason makes them both. Chason shooting pretty good from the line, I think. Let me just check here if my memory serves me correctly. Where do the stats go? Chason is 6 for 6, I think. Good job, or 4 for 4. All right, there's a drive, jump stop, and nice finish there by Nizlova. Very aggressive move, a nice controlled 1-2 stop, and a tough finish at the rim. Ball goes to the top, it's reversed. High post cutter is not there. They're going to go inside to Nicholson. She spins around. Oh, you know what? That was a nice play. She found a cutting Paisley, but it slipped through Paisley's hands. That's a travel. That's a travel. Oh, we're going to call a foul. Actually, sorry, that wasn't Paisley's hands. It slipped through. That was Chang. Okay, that foul is going to be called on number 20. No, there is no 20. Who's it on? Oh, it's on Lafleur, and that's her fourth. First team foul. Coffin is good on the free throw. Takes them both. All right, Chason, try to get something going here for the Falcons. They're down 17. High post, pivot, kicks back out to Lafleur, shot fake. She gets to the middle, but actually had lots of room to keep going, but instead kicked it out. High post again. When you get the ball in that high poster, you don't have to put it on the floor. So often, players these days, you know, men and women, boys and girls, when they catch the ball, the first thing they want to do is, that's a missed three by Cap, is put it on the floor. Why? Pivot and figure out what the defense is doing first. That's a travel. See, again, that was the same thing there. Chason caught it. You had Kim at 6'6" standing there in her way. There is no chance that Chason at 5'7" is going to do much. So come to a stop, shot fake, kick it out, dribble it back. Don't just put it on the floor as soon as you catch it. That's my lesson for today, for all you young players out there. Okay. Ball goes to the wing to Nizlova. Reverse to Q. Inside to Kim. Kim turns and she travels. Yeah, good defense there by Nicholson. Both Nicholson and Kim both like to turn to their right or to their left shoulder, which is using their right hand. So when they get in the post, a smart defensive player, you're just going to sit on that left shoulder and see if they can go the other way. Okay, inside to Nicholson, and see there she's going to turn right, and that's a travel. Again, I don't know. She dribbled the ball, but she must have picked up her pivot feet. I'll have to watch that a little bit closer. She's been called for that a couple times, and she's looking very frustrated. But she must be picking up her pivot foot, like doing a little shuffle before she dribbles it. Nice left hand again. Parkin loves going left and finishing left. You got to make her go right. She's having a heck of a game. Rokosh to Salazar, Paisley. Chason drives baseline and turns it over. Nice steal there by Nizlova, and she's going to try going all the way to the hoop. Right hand and in. And this one is officially over, if there was ever any doubt, because it's now a 21-point lead, 55-34. Okay, ball is reversed. Nice cut inside, but again, why are we dribbling? Okay, I'm not going to say it anymore, but that's not a smart dribble, and that's going to be a loose ball foul on Rokosh. She dove to get the loose ball and undercut Parkin. Subbing into the game is Salazar. Langara almost got a steal, but Cap hangs on to it. Coffin to Nislova. Inside to Kim. She just turns and shoots. Air bank. Rebound is a tie-up between Tiu and Rokash. So that will go back to the Falcons. Inside to Nicholson. She fakes it and then throws the skip pass. 3-ball is up off the front rim from Paisley, and a travel by Coffin. She felt she was fouled. Not happy with the call. She did travel. She's just kind of smiling now. Nice little inside shot there, but again, you can see the effect that Kim has. Just taking up that space with those hands up, that big 6'6" frame. Corner three, no good. Rebound Salazar. Forwards it to Rokash. It's deflected out of bounds by Tiu. Three ball almost banked in. Kim with a rebound and a big outlet pass to center. Tiu drives right, goes behind her back. Coffin drives right, and she's going to get to the rim. Too easy, way too easy. You know she's going right every time. Ball's reversed the other side to Paisley. Shot fake by Salazar. She finds a wide open Bond. Bond can't hit. Coffin gives it to Tiu. Shot fake and another left drive by Nislova. And she is fouled. Very impressed with Nislova's game as well, having seen her play for the first time this weekend. She's got good athleticism. She can go both hands. She's aggressive. Nice player is Bartcha Nislova from Czechia. From Aquinas Secondary, if that's Aquinas in North Vancouver, which I'm sure it is. They would be the St. Thomas Aquinas Saints. Ball is skipped. Paisley. Joe Hall. Paisley tries to bank home a three. No success there. Coffin hands it off to Nislova, and we're going to have, what are we going to have? A foul here off the ball? Oh, no, I guess that's a foul on Bond. Both teams with 4 fouls now. Tomlinson just subbed in the game. Hands it off. Oh, shot clock was not running, so going to have to get that reset to the correct time. Coffin shot fake, drive right, floater, foul. Joe Hall with the foul. First free throw is good. And second one's good. 60-34. I think if I'm Coach Reimer now, I'm probably going to want to start emptying my starters, get the bench in there, give them a bit of playing time, but also last thing you ever want is for a starter to maybe get hurt in these blowout games. The game is well over, so probably going to see some subs. See, now that 3-second call I don't like, and I'll tell you why. In that situation, there was no advantage. Langara wasn't even looking inside. They were passing the ball around the perimeter. Their eyes weren't even looking anywhere near inside. So I think in that situation, that's just not the time you would call a 3-second violation. But we're going to have another one. Referee Seaweed going hog wild with 3-second calls now. Again, they weren't really looking inside. And here comes some of the subs that we were talking about. As number 6, Steffi Bale, first-year guard out of Calgary, in the game. Ball is skipped to Bond. Bond drives, 1-foot runner, no good. Air ball, rebound by Crane. Crane skips it. Desperation 3 at the buzzer. It hits the rim, so they could have got the rebound there. Tomlinson pulls it down. Coffin to Tomlinson. Tomlinson drives left, gets through, can't finish. Rebound by Sunner. 3-on-2 for the Falcons. Let's see if they can capitalize. Sunner keeps it. Hits Crane on the trail. Crane with a little foul shot. No good. So far in this quarter, after 8 minutes, again, Falcons with only 4 points. As Rokosh will come into the game. Tomlinson subs out. Kim's going to sub in, and Coffin going to get a well-deserved rest. I would expect that Djordjevic and Nizlova will probably come out next. Chason with a 1-foot runner. Good. See, that's what I'm talking about. Not over-dribbling into the paint, but stopping 10 feet back before the defense can get to you and hitting that controlled runner shot. Shot fake, drive, travel. Shot fake, or pass fake, sorry. Ball goes to corner to Chason, inside to Crane. She goes reverse layup, uses her speed to get past Kim, and uses a nice reverse layup. Good finish there. Foul will be on Sarah Chang, and that's going to give 2 free throws to Mia Parkin. Mia Parkin's the Blues' leading scorer today. Misses the first free throw. And makes the second. 61-38. Just over a minute to go in the fourth quarter. Pass fake. Chase on, corner 3, air ball. Back comes Parkin. Kim at the top. Gives it to Bale. Bale back to Parkin. Parkin goes right. Gives it to Kim. Kim one dribble and travels. Chase on. Sunner. Chase on the corner. Going to go inside. Crane's going to go around, try the reverse layup again, but instead passes it. Nice little move by Chang, but couldn't finish. Kim does a nice job of rebounding and keeping it up high. And this will be the last shot of the game for the Blues. Bale with the deep 2. Good. The bench goes wild. Always love it when the reserve players get a chance to score. 7 seconds to go. 6. Jason shot fake. Drive. Left hand up. No good. Rebound. And that'll do it, folks. And your final score. Capilano Blues 63. Langara Falcons 38. I remember that magic number we talked about, the 42 points after 3 quarters. And unfortunately, as I predicted, Langara not getting to that 42. All right, your final 63-38. Your Langara Falcons fall to 1 win and 7 losses on the season. And I believe that is 5 wins and 1 loss for the Blues, which will tie them, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that'll tie them for first with the VIU Mariners. Okay, 20 minutes from now, at right on 7 o'clock, we're going to be on time. Get ready for the rematch of the men's. Same 2 teams, Capilano University Blues against the Langara Falcons, who are trying to stop a 5-game losing skid. We'll have that one for you in about 20 minutes. See you then. Well, I guess I won't actually see you because I'm doing a broadcast, but you'll get to hear me.